and unicorns and thought the earth was flat. You couldn't go by too much of what they said. But it wasn't really until 1947 that the first real recorded mishap with the triangle occurred. Anybody know what that was? Yeah, Flight 19. Yeah, 5 Navy Avenger bombers on a routine bombing mission out of Fort Lauderdale. Now, the idea is that they were supposed to go out, fly in a triangular formation, pretty ironic, drop some dummy bombs on an old shipwreck, and then turn around and come back.
Isn't that nice?
Now, about 20 minutes into the exercise, they recorded some strange things. They said the sun was on the wrong side of the plane. There were islands below them where there shouldn't have been islands below them. The compasses were spinning out of control, and shortly after that, Flight 19 was not heard from again. Now, it sounds to me like they were going the wrong way and they ran out of fuel, right? The strange part of the story is that they did send a rescue plane to look for Flight 19 called the Flying Fuel Tank. This plane could fly for 14 hours on 1 tank of fuel. Sounds like the ideal rescue plane, right? That afternoon, along with Flight 19, the Flying Fuel Tank also disappeared. So one afternoon, the Navy lost 6 planes and 36 men. No explanation. And you think they'd be safe in a plane, right? Or on a boat. Anyway, right now, I got one more, right? It's a little close to home, maybe a little too close for some of you. Because you know what happens every year, we have families that come down on their private boats, you know, they spend the summers down there in Bermuda, they live it up, they party, and then they go back home. Now, about 8 years ago, we had a family of 4 on a 60-foot sailboat known as the Mystery out of Miami. And it wasn't the first time that these guys had been here, right? They'd been to Bermuda many times before, they loved it here, and they kept coming back. At this particular time, on the way back home, they encountered a freak storm. Now, this storm broke the mast of the sailboat completely in half and put it right through the hull of the boat. And the family feared for their lives, right? They thought for sure that they were going down. There's no way that they were going to stay afloat. And luckily for them, they were sailing in a shipping channel, and an ore carrier picked up their mayday call, and then in turn picked them up. Now, when you abandon the boat at sea, you have to make sure the boat's going to sink, right? You got to pull all the plugs. You can't have a boat floating around in the shipping channel, ship it that boat, and sink that ship. This guy was convinced that the boat wasn't going to last for any more than an hour, so he left it. Went back to Miami, continued on with his life, didn't expect to hear back from the Mystery ever again. And it wasn't until about 3 weeks after he got home that he got a call from Bermuda, saying we had found his sailboat. Now, the thing about Bermuda is that we're surrounded by 410 square miles of coral reef. Okay? You go out here on the North Shore, you see a light blink on the horizon, right? Now? Yeah. Not really. Yeah. It's right off to the see it there?